Get down.
Let me clear my throat. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Somebody pass around the offering. Since I'm always preaching on tracks, you feel me? I might as well get paid for it. Sermon of the day. You right where you supposed to be, baby. Informants informing, that information forming. Important you get a portion of fortune pouring. Confession, fortunately, blessings are not a snoring. You mellow, so focus on scoring. Got your underperforming. I never expect something, never assume nothing. Judging me for my past, but that's why I'm triumphant. I don't demand, I know where I stand like engineer hands. Watch how my life pans. That game plan, show out like a jotter, pop out like a cutter. Telling the kick rock, skipping the course, squares like hopscotch. This gonna be my mood to my beat drop. Putting my boogie shoes in my diddy boots, ain't no stop. I'ma make the rest of my life live. Yeah, I'ma make the rest of my life live. Gonna make the rest of my life the best of my life. Yeah, I'ma make the rest of my life live. I'ma make the rest of my life live. Gonna make the rest of my life the best of my life. Congratulations on the celebration. I know I'm dope without a need of a validation. No congratulations on no celebration. I know I'm dope without a need of a validation. Yeah. If having hope is dangerous, call me evil Knievel. You leading on the wrong side, living with pens and needles. So lethal, made Shane Black wanna write a sequel. Cause I snuggle my dream till it's seen as illegal.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing out there? I hope everybody's having a good day or had a good day or still yet having a good day, indulging with family and enjoying yourselves. Welcome to what? The greatest YouTube network to ever exist. How are y'all feeling out there? I hope y'all are good. We know it's Thanksgiving and everybody's with their family, but you know what? We have so much to be thankful for, and in realizing that some people are not with family or some people are maybe not having the best of holidays or having that community with others. So we are going to come on tonight and just share and have a good time, you know, get a little fellowship in, if you want to call it that. However y'all want to do it tonight. So welcome in. Happy Thursday, everyone. As you know, I'm your girl, Lady Dawn B, your Thursday night host here on the greatest network in these YouTube streets. Like I said before, the Bravo with Sheila Network. And of course, we pay homage and give a happiest of birthdays to whom? The curator of this dynamic space, none other than the incomparable, the phenomenal, the one and only. She's a jewel, a gem, a diamond, and then some. All right, she's one of God's best, and this woman got some oil dripping off of her life. That's right. I'm going to boast on her, brag on her, talk about her, because she is my Auntie Bravo. You know her as Pastor Sheila, and we salute her today. Say happy birthday to you, Auntie Sheila. Today is her day, and the world is celebrating. Look at that. That's how important she is. Everybody's celebrating her on today, shutting it down. Can't host the world in one place, so everybody's having their own celebration at home. But we love you. We honor you. We thank you for sharing this space for allowing us to share this space. And we thank God for your life. Y'all figure it's Thanksgiving, y'all. So, you know, I'm all crooked and whatever. But we here. But we want to thank God for your life. Thank you for what you share and what you give to us. Thank you for being exactly who you are. We appreciate you. And while we are at it, I see the greatest moderator to ever do it in these YouTube streets. Our Ine Kenya is in the building on tonight. Hey, Ine, happy Thanksgiving to you. We appreciate you for being here with us. Let's see who else we have in the chat so far. And y'all share, and share some more. Faith Serenity is in the building. Happy blessed birthday to the best godmom ever. She's saying to Sheila, to Pastor Sheila Ingram, yes, 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 she is the best. I agree with you ever so much. And Nay is shouting out, y'all know, that's right, this is how we rolling tonight. We just being raw. It's just right, straight, and raw tonight. Y'all know my sis, you haven't seen her in a minute because she's been about kingdom business, okay? She's been on her grind, but you know she's usually on with us with the ladies' room, as well as anytime she can get on and I'm just always glad that she is here with us on tonight. You know, the amazing Risha Epps is in the building. Hey sis, how are you doing tonight?
Hey sis, I'm blessed. I am doing well. I am doing well. All is well. All is well. So how are
Looking all
you?
beautiful.
Thank you.
I am great. That's gonna be my response all year long. Not just this year, but next year is gonna. How are you? I am great. I am
Okay.
great. One way or another, I am great.
Okay.
Everything might not be great, but I am great. You
Uh,
know
that
that's what we
part.
doing.
That part.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing. So, and they is saying hello to you. Faith Serenity says, Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And thank you for joining us on tonight. Thank you for popping in. See, right? We celebrating this amazing woman that she is and how we love and appreciate her. All right. And we have just Diva in the house. How are you, sis? Just hello. Happy Thanksgiving. Good to see you in the building today. Thank you for joining. And as always, if y'all, when you coming through, if you just hit that thumbs up button, we appreciate it. It's free 99 to everyone, but it means so much for us. I know we usually come on Thursdays at 7 o'clock, but it was last minute. We was going to take the night off, but then my sister and I were talking, and she was like, nope, you know what? Let's come on and just bless the people a little bit. So that's what we decided to do. We are here to just have conversation. We are here to just enjoy the night, and we are here. We don't know where Thursday night is going, but then again, we never know where Thursday night is going. And hold up, wait a minute, we can't do this without her in it. Y'all know I say all the time that America has their sweetheart and Bravo Nation has theirs, and you have dubbed her as such. That's right. She is my sis from day one till Jesus comes. The bond can't be broken, and I am so glad she is in the building tonight. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know something good is going to happen right here. So y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all give it up. You know a show is not a show if she don't come through, and it ain't the same without her. She is awesome, amazing, always dropping gems, jewels, and does it with such a sweet tone in her voice. That's right. She is the amazing one and only Coach Theo's in the building. Hey, sis.
Hey, sis. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, but I just wanted to pop in and say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. It's okay. Listen, we don't know what tonight's going to bring. We just here. We just here to tap in and touch base with some people. So for as long as you're here, we'll take it. We will take it. We will
Hey,
take it.
Risha.
Hey Theo!
What's
What's
up?
going on?
I'm
Ta-da!
in Queen. I'm in New York.
She made it, y'all.
Ah, so what you got going on in New York?
I am here visiting family,
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been a
trying
boo
to
or something.
surprise, trying
Oh,
to surprise my aunts. You could manifest that.
hey, hey.
Look, it look.
Yeah,
I got.
trying to surprise my aunt.
We could surely start speaking some stuff, believing the things that are not as though they were. We could surely start talking about
Okay.
it. The next
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving, we shall be traveling with our
Right.
companionment.
Have
Okay.
look.
Exactly.
Have matching pajamas for Christmas.
Say what now? Say what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm I'm gonna order mine in advance. Something I might
Okay.
order mine this year,
Yeah.
just in case. I don't know what size he wear, but might get it. Might get him in a few sizes just in case. Oh, let me stop. Never
Listen.
mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Never mind. I take that back. I take that back. I only need to buy one size. I'm aware. I'm aware. I know what size he wear. My bad. My bad. So anyway, y'all, how are you doing? What is going on? Let's see. And I know this is typical Thanksgiving question, y'all. But we gonna do it just because we do it. What are you most thankful for on today? I'm not even talking to chat. Y'all can chime in. We want to hear from you. You know, I didn't even go through the whole spiel that we usually do. Y'all just welcome in on tonight. That's all. We just come in to tap in because, again, the holidays, as much as we have family and we are celebrating and everyone's looking forward to it, all the hustle and bustle of shopping and turkeys and cooking and all of this, you know, while we are in the midst of our reality, the truth is that there is someone else who's facing another reality, that the holidays are not always so joyful for everyone. Everyone's not always looking forward to it. And it's not always because there is a loss. Some people are just alone, you know. And so as a community, we want to show up for those who may not have anybody at their table tonight, who may have chosen to have pizza or Chinese in their pajamas in their living room with their fuzzy socks on, with their feet up, you know, with your glass of wine, watching the TV. Hopefully y'all are watching us. But you know, we have so much to be thankful for. We really, really do. So I want to ask y'all, what are y'all most thankful for on today?
I mean, I think for me, I am thankful, for life, but I'm thankful that I got a opportunity, to do what I do every year, which is to serve. So I had, although I'm out of town, I had an opportunity to go with one of my other cousins, and we were able to help, pack, dinners and food for up to 600 people, right? Like so, and deliver them out, right? So, we packed and people ran around the town and gave them out. So I'm always, thankful because that's one of my traditions for Thanksgiving is I try to serve before I go to wherever I'm gonna go to eat, right? And so I'm just glad that I got an opportunity to do that because I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that because I'm out of, I'm away from home. So,
I love
um,
that.
so I'm thankful to be able to give back today.
I love that. That's something that we have done for several years. We try to do it, you know, as well because it's so important to give back. You know, we would fuss a little bit for a minute because it's on Thanksgiving Day, like, you know, well, we got to get home and we got to cook and we got to do this and we got to. But even in the midst of that fussing, one year I remember the Lord dropped the mark because I was complaining, I was murmuring on the inside, to be honest, you know, because I want to go home. You know, I want to eat at 7 o'clock. I want to do, you know, and God was like, but you get to go home.
Yeah.
So even if you're eating at 7 o'clock, you get to go home and you get to
Yep.
be with your family. And it was like one of the most humbling wake up calls that I had ever experienced. And not to say that I was not grateful, but sometimes you just want what you want. You know what I mean? I am always thankful and grateful that I have a home to go to, but giving of your time, because if you've never been on the other side of that, you know, on the other side of this, if you've never been on that line, if you've never had to show up to somewhere, you know, to get food in that way on a day like today. And I thank God that I never have, but because I never have had to be on that side, you know, I learned to
Yep.
serve with even more gratefulness that I get to do it, you know, because I would
And
hope
and you
that,
get and you get to choose what you eat. Like you get to be like, oh, there's two different sweet potatoes to choose from, right? There's
right.
two different stuffings to choose from, right? Like you have choices, and so I think it's a reminder of what we take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
What about you, sis? What do you, what do
So
you, what
it's
do
the
you
same
think?
thing. The church I used to belong to, every year they do this thing called Thanksgiving on us. And we do it the week before Thanksgiving, and I still go and volunteer, he'll put the boxes together and hand out because the kids are out a whole week, of course. And so you have a lot of families who they're just struggling. And so we give
Hmm.
them a gift card because everybody's Thanksgiving doesn't look like turkey and ham. Like one lady was like, I just want to be able to get some soap to wash my kids' hair, kind of thing. And
Mm.
puts it puts Thanksgiving for me into a different perspective, because I get up and we get dressed for the living room and all of that, and want to see family and friends, and then I have to witness to and pray for someone who just wants to clean their children.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
And so it makes me grateful. So no matter what my day looks like, I'm just glad that today was not yesterday. Because if today was yesterday, then I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's the bare minimum for me.
Yeah.
Because even in my bare minimum, what I realize is I'm still better than, quite a few. Yeah. And I'm one of those people, just a transparent moment. I've been on the receiving end of that. I I and went from nursing, making good money, back in nursing. Thank you, thank you, Lord. But there was a period where it was rough, real rough. And so I was on the receiving end of assistance. I'm also somebody who experienced loss Thanksgiving,
Mm.
and the being by yourself. So it's I can check all of the categories, and today I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful that I know there's hope.
Yeah.
I know there's hope, and to be able to share and give hope to somebody who feels like their situation um, is not as hopeful, not always hopeless, but they just sometimes you settle into what it is, thinking that's all it's going to be. You get used to it, instead of it being something you're in, you engraft it into who you are. Just to
Mm-hmm.
give people, there is, keep striving, keep pushing.
Mm.
Yeah, I hear you, and I receive that.
Yeah.
We all, if believe it or not, we all need that hope day to day. You
Mhm.
know,
Yep.
and sometimes we forget because like you said, sometimes people settle into their situation as, oh well, that also this is it. That was playing in my head. I mean, the song is positive. It's try to push you the
Right.
other way. It just made me think of that, and I think we've all been in that space in our lives, where we've settled into whatever our present reality has served up to us. But even with that, the thing about it is we all need hope. And I think that we forget that so often, and we can become so detached because we can go to our cabinet and okay, maybe you don't have everything that you want. Maybe everything is not, maybe it's not the brand of potatoes or whatever it is that you would like. Maybe it's not, but you have something. You, like you said, you have a choice. You can decide what kind of mac and cheese you want. Do I want the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows, or do I want them without the marshmallows? And we will lose sight of what we really have. And it shouldn't take. I try to tell people, don't wait until things get bad to be grateful for what you have. Be grateful in it, because life can change in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, in a second, in 30 seconds. You will be fine 1 minute, and life takes a turn in the next. It only takes a second for your life to change. It don't even take a whole minute. It takes 1 second. And we really do have to be grateful. I mean, I'm grateful and I'm thankful. I know this is atypical, we always say, but I really am just grateful and thankful for life, just life itself. As I said earlier, I don't forgot what show it was on, it might have been last week or whatever. I have two best friends that, I mean, like, these are my left and my right. And one, I could talk to each one of them. I could talk to them about everything and anything. And I mean, literally everything and anything. I don't have to sugarcoat it. I don't have to, mince my words. I can say exactly how I feel. I could tell them how it is, and just like if I'm talking to myself. And one of them, as most of you, if you've ever tuned in before, know, she passed away suddenly in January. totally knocked the wind out of me. You know, wasn't expecting it, wasn't none of that, you know, but just how life changed. And then my other best friend, she, her mom recently transitioned. That was a hard blow, you know. And so this year's birthday for me was really different. It was only last week or something like that, right? Because the two people who have been like staples and pillars, you know, in my life has happened to them. And therefore I didn't even realize how it was. I wasn't expecting it to hit me or affect me or anything. But when I realized, you know, like, wait a minute, like, you got it. Thank you for coming, Theo. For saying anything you want to say to the people before you depart.
No, just everyone, just remember that, you know what? Every day is a new day to be grateful, not just on Thanksgiving. And like you said, every day is a day to be hopeful. And
Yes.
so just remember those that may not have, remember those that are going through a tough time right now. And pick up the phone if someone passes through your mind and call them just to check in. But I love you ladies
We
and I will
Love you
see
too.
y'all soon.
all right.
I'll
Love
talk to you later.
you. Enjoy the rest of Thanksgiving. Thank you for popping in to add some joy to the
All
place. We
right,
love
love
you. Be
you.
Y'all know we can't do the Coach Theo comes through all the time. I don't even know. She's such a rider, you know. But thank her for coming through. And again, it's just a pop up on today, just to check in and spend some time for those who might need some company, might need a little, you know, encouragement or whatever. Just for us to have just some good um, bonding time, some one on one. But I was saying my point, and what I was saying is, I didn't anticipate that this year the two people that I would have depended on or have felt for life, like for years, you know, would not be here. Neither one of them, you know, again, one can't be here, and the other one was still away, you know, handling business because of what happened. And it put me in a different kind of space. But I just said, you know, God, I have to be thankful. I wasn't upset. It just put me in a space of reflection where I'm just like, God, I thank you for what has happened. You know, I thank you for whatever time I have had. I thank you, you know, just for life, for having life. Again, one passed herself, one was experiencing a very heavy loss. And so you got to be thankful for every day. Everything in the day may not go the way we want it to, and it may not feel good, but guess what? I'm glad that I'm here to be able to just experience it, even the hard times, you know.
Right.
And again, everyone is not celebrating, everyone is not rushing to the supermarket to get the last turkey, you know, or to get that last block of cheddar cheese. You know, everyone is not in a rush. Some people really struggle and dislike the holidays coming up, you know, because all the hustle bustle, because it's a reminder to them that maybe they'll be alone. It's a reminder to them that they may not have everybody around their table that they once had. And we all deal with that differently. And there are some people, believe it or not, for those who may watch this in the replay, some people sitting at the table with you. Some of us that are going and gathering in rooms of 20 and 30 and 50, however you do with your family. Guess what? Some of the people in there are still grieving and going through and feeling some kind of way, but we're putting on that smile and that mask. You know, you can still feel lonely in a crowd, or rather you can feel lonely, but you can still feel alone in a crowd. So, you know, on a day like today, we just have to remind ourselves that we have so much to be thankful for, and that should be every day. You know, what say you, sis?
I agree. I completely. Life shifts quickly, um, and it's those quick shifts that linger the longest, although they happen the fastest. they linger the longest. And so when you have a holiday, such as Thanksgiving, which is more for me, let me say, Thanksgiving was the holiday for me where it was all about family, all your cousins and your aunts and everybody. To go from that to this, not that this is bad, but this is different.
Right.
And it's the this is, let me use my Baptist dictionary. It's the this is that kind of leaves you in this bubble of not uncertainty, but just feeling a little lifeless. My grandmother passed 2007. It's 2025. I cried yesterday because Thanksgiving was the last holiday I spent with her. And she literally said to me, come in here and cook with me because I'm not going to be with you Christmas. And she wasn't with us Christmas. And so you can't not help but replay those things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think from that standpoint, and even what you said about how your life and the people who were in your life, where we have these shifts, presence is important. And I think we get so caught up sometimes in the Thanksgiving of it all, the turkey, the dressing, and not that that's not a bad thing because we need to eat, but some people just need your presence. They need to know somebody cares in whatever kind of way it is, because it helped those shifts along. You know, they say all the time heals wounds. Well, that's not true. Time just puts space in between then and now. It puts space between the pain, but it doesn't make the pain go away. And grief, whether you're grieving, just grieving the loss of a person who may still live, just y'all don't have relationship anymore, so your Thanksgiving looks different, or those who are not there, or whatever the loss is, the loss of being able to say this, the loss of being able to celebrate Thanksgiving in what your mind thinks it is.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be able to help people walk through, or just be there, because it's grief, and grief is heavy.
It is. And it doesn't go away.
No.
To something that people, and I love what you said, you know, even like we think it was in the prayer room, I don't know if it was this week, last week, one of these weeks, you know, and you're right, time doesn't heal all wounds. I don't know where that came from or who said that. And I'm like, no, time gives you the time to process. Time gives you a window to process the pain. What heals the wound is, you know, well, in the prayer room, we say God is what heals the wound, you know, right. But for some may believe, some may not. Again, y'all know I'm a God girl, so you're gonna get some Jesus when you get me. And so whatever your moral compass is, you know, you put it in it. That's what heals the wound. But it's really not. Again, time just gives us process. So I say, you know, give yourself the time. It's okay. I mean, my father passed maybe 19 years ago. I'm losing track of the years. And in one way, that's good, because it's not that I don't think about him every day, but I'm not adding, I'm not calculating how it's been, you know. I'm not obsessed with marking that, you know, I know when the time comes. Yeah, you know, which is good. I kind of base everything around my son's birth, because that's when my life changed. So that's my marker for me. We're like, okay, well, how old was Jalen when, and how, you know, let's see, hold on a second. We have Elizabeth is in the building. She says, happy birthday, Auntie. And she says, happy Thanksgiving, sister. Happy birthday. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy all the things. Thank you for tuning in, popping up, and joining us. We're just doing a little Thanksgiving pop-up on tonight. Nothing heavy. You know, nothing planned, nothing structured. There's no major topic. We just talking today. Again, because we realize that some people may not have had the opportunity to enjoy community on tonight, or on today. day, may not have had the chance to be around family. I know who it is, my sis. I know you. That's my sis, my little baby sis, the baby girl, Lily the Diva, and her birthday is tomorrow. Okay, her birthday is tomorrow. All right. She said that one thankful for Miss. She was calling Miss Lady Dawn. That is my baby girl. I just love her. I love her and I love her and I love her. Um, and not just because she's November, baby. We tagging her in tomorrow. Tomorrow's her day. So she's going to take us out of November. And, we're going to celebrate all, I just say celebrate until we can't celebrate no more. Okay, and Pink Friday loading. Come on. We here for it, for all the birthday shenanigans. It's impossible for you to love me more. It's impossible. We're just gonna have a love fight because I love you the bestest. But I thank you for loving me just as is, wholly and completely. I'm trying to tell you, I feel it, every bit of it. I do, and I appreciate you so much. As I said with them tonight, we just tuning in, tapping in for a bit, because we realize that there is a community of people, or a people who have no community, who might need this company on tonight, just for good conversation, just for a place to you'll never fight. I'm never gonna fight with you either. We're not gonna fight. Our fight looks like love. We love. That's what we do. Our fight is like love.
I love that.
We not gonna fight. We don't fight. I love you too much to fight you or fight with you. Not even fight you, to fight with you. I love you too much. It's not a thing. We don't do that over. It's not our bond. It's just not gonna happen. But we're just appreciative, and even some people say it again. She said, because our love is Disney. Yes, it is. That is it. It is. Right. And it's not just a story. It's not a fantasy. It's not a story in a book. Our love is real. Our love is real Disney. Okay. We going to let them know. All right. That this Disney story is a truth. Come on, somebody. But we just wanted to celebrate tonight, and again, I felt real churchy when I said that just now. I want to celebrate tonight.
It was churchy.
It was
come on, Holy Ghost. Yeah,
I felt it in my shadow.
Your sanctified mind rose up and grabbed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just want to celebrate on tonight. Come on, somebody. Lift your hands in the building. Okay. Want to spread some love to people, and you know what? And some people, we just go. Y'all know me. We're just gonna say it like it is, because that's the beauty of coming on at 8:00. We hit the 8:30 point a whole lot sooner, and since we at 8:27, we just, because y'all know stuff happens. We turn the corner at 8:30 every Thursday night, no matter what we're talking about. But truthfully, some people might pop on tonight because what? Because you're sick of your family now. Because you've been around the people all the day long, and now you don't want to be with them no more. It's enough. Everybody go home. You need something to separate yourself. We have Thanksgiving. We have thanked it. We have thanked the turkey. We have mac the cheese. We have yammed a yam. We have potatoed the salad. Okay. We have had the collards and the greens. We've popped greens. All right. We have dressed the stuffing. We've done all the things, and I'm sick of y'all.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here.
Right. I am over it now. So for those who a little amusement on tonight, we're here for that too. Sis says, been in my bed all day, a very relaxing day. Girl,
who I wish.
Rest up for us all. I'm so proud of you. Beautiful thing. Let me tell you, I feel like I've been in my bed. Was I in my bed? I don't know. My mom has been with me. She came back up with me since, mommy's been with me since my birthday. She came back up after that, right? And I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. Don't tell her I said it. I am, because you know what? Even though she's right behind me, y'all probably can't see her right now, but she's right behind me. But I'm so happy. I haven't had to cook. She again, I'm spoiled, y'all. I'm spoiled. She done made my bed.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting.
No, I
I
ain't mad.
was waiting.
I ain't mad, and I ain't ashamed. I am not. I am proud to say. Okay.
I was waiting.
Uh, Lily said, let's turn up, start tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. It's the turn up starts tomorrow. You know, we've been tagging, we just took a little pause in between because now we have to rev up for part two. You know, Auntie Sheila's birthday is today. Pastor Sheila, her birthday is today, and we are celebrating for her. We are thanking God for her life. I'm trying to
Happy
tell
birthday. Happy
you.
birthday.
I wouldn't be here in this way if she wasn't here. You know, because you know she opened this door for me, so I'm grateful for her life, and she's still standing. Okay, that is one woman who is phenomenal. Okay, y'all want to talk about grace personified? That you better get with Pastor Sheila, y'all. But she's my auntie, so don't play. I don't play about her. Lily says, make sure to tell Auntie happy birthday. I will. I promise you I will. She might still be in the comment section. She usually comes in and makes sure we good. She's never but a earshot away from me. But I will make sure that she gets your happy birthday message. I promise you I will. And tomorrow's your day. We're going to holler and shout for you. Now, I'm excited. I've been good because Mommy is here. And yep, I am spoiled, y'all. I am not ashamed to say it. I care not. Yep, when my mama comes back, she make my bed, and I appreciate it. I go to work. I come back. She loves the kitchen. She takes over the kitchen. She can have the kitchen. I don't even fight her about the kitchen no more. So she had been up and cooking and doing her thing and tearing it up in there. I told her earlier, I think I went to sleep twice today. I got up super early and I went back to sleep. And when I woke up, and she brought me a bowl of fruit because she knows that I love fruit salad. So, you know, it's how spoiled I am. I'm telling you. I had she had cut it up, fresh fruit salad for me for the morning. I was so spoiled. Ate it right in my bed. I didn't even care. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Don't be mad. Don't be mad, y'all. I love it. I love it. Sometimes I be like, I don't want to share her, but you know, you have to. Or I have to. I'm the youngest of the four. That's what y'all. I'm 404. But I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful because some people don't have their mom, you know, or their parents. Again, some people don't have that, you know. And so I'm glad that she's still able to get up and do it. Listen, this woman been up. I feel like she's been up like you, Risha. You know what's funny though? It's amazing to me how the roles switch, how we transition and we become that woman in the kitchen. You know, we've seen, you know, if mom wasn't here, I'd be in there doing all the things and, you know, making the turkey and what we go do. And because that's what I've seen her do, you know, so it's like, that's the only thing I know how to do. But when she comes, I get out the way because, you know, can't nobody season stuff like mama can, you know, can't nobody do it. I leave.
My grandmother was the one on both my grandmother on my mom's side and on my dad's side. They were the cookers, like, oh my God, and could cook any and everything. But let me say this though. I thought it was magic. Listen, I didn't know the work that went into cooking all the food. I would just go to bed and wake up and everything was done. So all the cakes, and I was like, wow. I was like, voila, magic. No. It was not.
Work. Those blood, sweat, and tears.
That is not how that works. I know that now, but I would wake up and I was like, I knew when I woke up in the morning, it was going to be 75. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean? All these cakes, all these pies, all these different meats. And we just do turkey and ham. Oh, they would have turkey, ham, roast. What? I know. I don't know. And they had the littlest ovens.
What?
They didn't have the double ovens and all of that good. Like what? How?
And they made it happen.
They made it happen. And I'm struggling. I'm struggling.
Mom would be cooking for days. I remember we were little, and you could not go in the kitchen. And we had a big old kitchen back when I grew up. If anybody knows anything about Co-op City, like those apartments are so spacious, you know, whatnot. The kitchen was like two-sided, looked like two kitchens put in one, like, you know, pretty much. Man, she be having them pots humming for days at a time. You couldn't go in the kitchen. You smell the food. We lived on the 14th floor. You be on 9, and you could smell it from the elevator. on the way. But like you said, you go to bed. She would be she's a one woman show. Do it by herself.
Yeah.
We can do
I want
it.
to help because you're in the way. You're in the way.
And we would ask her, we cut. She was like, okay. And we went to the store like 11 times. That much I remember because you always needed something else. You go buy some greens, you get the string beans, and you call yourself helping. She'd be so mad because we be cutting the greens all wrong, and she'd be like, "Just go somewhere." She'd be like, "You know what? Just peel this potato instead. Don't mess up her greens now." So because you cutting them, they'd be this thick, this wide.
No, don't do that. Look, I'm excited you said string beans. I get harassed for saying string beans.
Well, what are they? What is
green beans? Why you don't say green beans? Because that's not what they're string.
Because they string beans. That's what they are. Right?
Right. So you're in New York and I'm in Texas. They say it's country, but it can't be because New York is saying string beans. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I think the green beans when they get in the can. That's what they are. But you pluck them out the ground, they're string beans.
They're string beans.
So you get them fresh. I guess it depends on what kind of beans y'all want. No, y'all it is string beans.
Thank you.
Period. Okay.
Yes, string
beans are indicated. The beans are green, yes, but they're in the can. Okay, but when you do it fresh, you put some you put some work into it. Put your back. You got to pop the string beans. Okay, if you ain't popping them, then they ain't string beans. All right, then y'all can have your canned green beans, but we does the fresh beans over here. Okay, you got to pop the little ends off. Okay, Mom used to get mad at it. I think we probably wasted just in us trying. We done popped the string bean in the middle, thinking that you did this great job. Like, oh.
No.
Like, you know what? It's okay. Peel. All right. Everybody was peeling potatoes. Everybody. She was like, just peel this potato. Everybody take a potato. Don't mess with. She's like, now I got to fix these green beans. I got to fix these string beans. I got to figure out how to make them.
How to put them back together.
How to unpop it because these daggone kids. So y'all who are in here in the chat, do y'all have a favorite dish that you like to make for Thanksgiving or one that you like to eat for Thanksgiving? Are you good at cooking? Who does the cooking? Well, I know you do the cooking. This I know.
But my favorite, oh my God, and I haven't, my aunt, God rest her soul, we called it pink stuff. And my cousins didn't I loved it. It was like ambrosia.
I was getting ready. The minute you said it, I was like, you talking about some ambrosia?
Yeah, but it didn't have the coconuts. It was like maraschino cherries and pecans. What? I don't know. I don't want to, offend anybody. But it had the cherries and condensed milk, I think it was, and some whatever it was pink. It was fluffy. And I just called it pink stuff. And I don't know how to make it, but oh my God, I would eat the smallest plate so I could have a big bowl of pink.
Of the pink stuff.
On pink stuff. Where's the pink stuff?
Now, I'm going to tell you, my friend Corey, to this day, we fight and argue because he swears. We recall this story differently.
Oh.
We were talking about ambrosia. Mm-hmm. So it was Thanksgiving around that time. Everybody would come to my house when we was young. Everybody coming, And he was like, so I used to fry chicken a lot. I used to do fried chicken wings all the time. My friends be like, when friends come over, all right, that's when chicken wings was not expensive. Now the cost of a prime rib steak, which I don't understand. It didn't become popular. Like
a bird.
Yeah, they didn't become popular. Nobody was thinking about the chicken wings until the black people. All of a sudden now, okay, we're going to call it like it is. Stop playing, y'all. It's at 8:30. We tell the truth. Okay? Y'all wasn't thinking about them wings. Y'all was big on the chicken breast. If we wanted to be fancy, we would do the thighs. If we had a little extra, we do some thighs. But, the wings you could get away with because you cut them up and, you make them more than what they are. They would start out with, so you stretch it, And he would always be like, D, you just, I need you to make me first some fried chicken. So I was like, okay, cool. So he was coming over. He was like, I'll bring dessert. Fine, no problem. Now, I only had ambrosia one time before in my life that my dad made it, right? So We're frying chicken. So me and mom, oh my goodness, it was so good. Me and mom remember the story the same. He remembers it the opposite. He swears to this day that he brought the fried chicken and that I made the ambrosia. I was like, no, I did not, because I don't even know how to make ambrosia. And he was like, no. So we argued to this day about the pink stuff. I was like, no, you made that and it was delicious. And for the last, I don't know, 30 years or so, probably more than that, because he was supposed to make more. And we were supposed to, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna make you some chicken just for you. You ain't got to share it, and you gonna make the ambrosia for me, and gonna bring it back for me and mom. Okay, it's been like 35, might even be 40 years. We ain't had that because he keeps saying he don't know how to make it. I'm like, you gonna figure it out because it wasn't us, it was you.
Well, when I can come to New York. You fry me some chicken. I'll make some dessert.
Okay, that works for me. I'm happy with that. You got it. I'll make you whatever you want when you go to New York. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I think I don't know what my favorite meal is to make. Now I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I struggle with making macaroni and cheese. I don't know why. And it's not that I can't make it. I think when I make it, I'm trying to make it just how mom makes it.
Oh, I thought you was.
Yeah, no, I can make it. I'm good. Like we straight, Jalen will be like, "Mommy, you ain't made macaroni and cheese," and I'm like, "Yeah, because I don't feel like fighting because I'm always overthinking it, and I know that that's the problem. Because I be trying to get it like mommy got it. If it don't come out right the way I want it to, then I'm mad. So that's like my struggle dish. But I think my favorite dish to make is probably the desserts. Is sweet potato pie. Apple pie, peach cobbler, like give me the desserts. I make good rice and peas too. It's not too much that I don't make well because I was taught well by mama and daddy,
Come on.
Oh yeah, they made sure that you knew how to feed yourself because they said, come back here. Once you leave here, don't come back. There's no reason. No, there's no reason.
I'm back because I'm hungry. No,
you know how to make food. You know how to make toast, and you know how to boil a hot dog. You can survive. That's my fault. That is my fault. Now, mommy might be like, "Now come in here. I'm gonna teach you how to do this stewed chicken so that you don't have to come back." But okay, and just the rice. She's like, just put a cup of water and half a cup of rice in this, and you're fine. She like, put it on low. If you don't know that, she gonna make sure you know how to make at least one good dish before you leave her house.
Okay.
So we didn't have to come back, But it amazes me how through time, like now, you think about how you go from. I know I do. I think about how I went from, like you said, waking up in the morning and thinking it's magic because all the food is ready, like your whole table is. And mom is like a lunatic, y'all, because mommy. Like you do all the shopping, she get all the stuff to stay out her way. She got the kitchen on lock. She set up all the food and this and that. And then the next day, she does from the shopping to the cleanup, like everything. You get up this, your whole kitchen be clean, the food be put away, stuff is tucked up. It'll look like nothing ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
All by herself, right. And she wants you to get out of her way.
Yeah, out of her way.
She'll tell you,
stay in my kitchen.
Yeah, she'll tell you, just take the garbage. Just take the garbage. Like, okay, ma'am. Okay.
I tell them when I'm
so
cooking,
what is your favorite holiday?
My favorite. What'd you say was my favorite?
No, go ahead. When you're cooking.
When I'm cooking, I just stay, like literally stay out of the kitchen. Period. Don't even come in here. If I start cooking usually I start like 2 days before because I'm making my desserts. And I don't know why. I do know why. But anyway, I start early because I make a lot of stuff unnecessarily. And when I start cooking and I have stuff, don't come in here. So now this is the time to save your money because you will be eating fast food. You cannot use my stove. You cannot use my oven. Don't put extra stuff in my refrigerator because I need the space. I commandeer the entire kitchen. Well, you have the kitchen table and the back door, the front door to bring your food in and sit down and eat.
I don't know if we even had that. I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we even had that. Like, we just couldn't go in the kitchen at all. You could probably go to the dining room table, because we had a big dining room area, and then the stove and everything behind it. Like, it was like huge. So you can come to the dining room table, and mommy is behind me. I know she can hear everything I'm saying, right? You can come to the dining room table, but you had to pretty much stay on the side of the table that was closest to the entrance of the kitchen. Because once you start coming around to the other side, you violating her space. She was not having it. You know, you enter at your own risk. If you want something, you ask her for it, and she be like, look, because it was 4 of us. She be like, look, my father couldn't even go in the kitchen. Y'all tell me what you want now, and she gonna get in one shot and put it on the table. Or she would make something for us, put it on the table, juices on the table, the cups is on the table, the sandwich on the table, your cookies on the table. Come and get what you need off of this table, and don't come in this kitchen though.
Yeah,
Okay, don't you come over here for nothing. Put the cup down. We probably had paper goods, I think maybe plates and cups, just because. You're like, don't come over here. Stay out of. You could not go in the kitchen for like a good week.
Yeah, don't come in my kitchen. Do not. And they know, because I cook per request. So if you wouldn't ask for all of this stuff, it wouldn't be in here. So it's their fault. That's it. It's your fault. We could do something nice and quick and celebrate and going on. Oh no, you want this and you want that. Okay, so here we are. Figure it out, because I'm not gonna cook this for you and that for you.
Right. Not in this season. This is not the season for this and that.
No.
This
It's
season,
this or. This is the season of or.
this is the season of do not be double-minded. Make a choice.
Okay. This is an or. This is an or season.
I ain't mad at that. I'm at the season where, look, we don't have to cook. We don't even have to be here. A couple of years ago, I was like, my family was like, what are you doing? And we're doing this. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I won't be here. And they're like, well, what? No, I'm going away. And I packed up myself. My son, mom was like, you ain't leaving without me. She put her little suitcase together too. And we went up to this really nice hotel in Connecticut. We went for the weekend for the Thanksgiving holiday, and then we went back for Christmas, because I was determined that I was like, no, it's time to do something different. I'm tired of these walls. I'm tired of cooking. I don't want to see all this food. The money that I'm spending on all this food that we're gonna make for one day, I could put into a hotel. Like, we can go on vacation. And that was just what we did. So we rented this, we booked this suite at this hotel. I promise you, this suite was like an apartment. Like, literally, it was 2 bedrooms. I mean, you could live there. And some people do live there, like, for real. And we went up there. I was like, nobody cooking nothing. We had Chinese food, some of the best Chinese food we've ever had. If I could get back there today, I would. But, sometimes you have to, I just felt like I wanted to change things up. I'm like, why do we have to do all of this? Sometimes you got to create your own traditions. You have to make your own family memories and whatnot. So we switched it up, and I decided, like, we going to go away. And that's what we did. I think we did it for like 2 years. And I think then COVID hit, and COVID happened.
COVID changed that.
Messed up my whole tradition that we had just started, because we were going kind of local. So I'm like, Myrtle Beach is my favorite place. I was like, well, we can always go down to Myrtle Beach. Now next time we just need to plan it out right. So we did for Thanksgiving, and then we did the same thing for Christmas. I tell them I just needed to be away without the work.
Right.
I didn't want no turkey. I didn't want nothing. I just wanted to. Sometimes you have to create your own traditions. Everything does not have to be the way it always was. It doesn't mean that you are disrespecting or dishonoring, but you have to do what works for you. That's how much is me and my son. So why am I doing all this turkey and stuff? And then even because my sister would host Thanksgiving, then when mommy would be like, mom's was always like the central place was Thanksgiving, all holidays. As it should be, all major holidays at mommy's house, unless she says otherwise, So we would go and like, who's bringing what? Who's doing what? And mom like, well, you bring this. I was like, I don't want to bring paper plates and soda no more. I can cook, She didn't want nobody bringing out that stuff. But that was my tradition. I said with me and my son, I wanted to be able to go away because again, sometimes you spend so much time, and I'm not saying that it's not worth it, but sometimes you spend so much time preparing that you don't have a chance to enjoy. You know.
Like I cooked all that food today. Well, not, but I mean, I have
Hmm.
not cooked any. One, once you cook all of that and you've been around it and you've been tasting, I don't. When it's
You
done,
know,
I don't want to be bothered with it. Like that was work for me.
like this is
Like
done.
that was work. Like I worked. I worked. I think I went to bed at 3 o'clock and I was back up at 7. I worked. Yeah, I don't want it.
I
I want it
don't.
now. I wanted it now. Now I got hungry. But earlier I was like, oh, I just want to get out the kitchen and sit down.
Right,
I
because you're tired of
don't
being
play
a
with all the stuff. Just don't cross contaminate my food.
uh-uh. So you keep the
Don't do
spoon
that.
in its
Yes.
proper. Keep all spoons. Everything has a
Yes.
spoon. Yeah, that would irritate mommy
Yes.
too back in the day. She's
Don't do
like,
that.
why
Do
would
not
you
do
use the spoon for the potato salad and the macaroni and cheese when the macaroni and cheese has its own spoon? What's wrong with y'all? Now I got
yeah.
to wipe both the spoons again. Like, okay,
Yeah. Don't do
but it
not
wasn't me.
cross contaminate my food. Do not. Do not. I'm the girl who I don't like my food to touch anyway. So my plate sections. I don't
I,
like. I don't. If you want to turn
I'm
me off,
anyway.
ooh,
I'm like
cross
that.
contaminate my food.
I don't like my food to touch. I will eat all of one thing before I move on to something else. Like I don't do that mixing across. Like you grab some string beans and then grab some meat and then put it. I can't do both.
So what they call the perfect bite and all that stuff on one fork.
Yeah, for me, I'm like I throw up in my mouth. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
I
Yeah, no.
need the flavor of one thing to settle at a time. I can do one behind the other.
Right.
I can't do them
And
both
my,
at the
my
same time.
palate didn't build like that.
It's not. Maybe it's broken. I don't know.
No, it's not broken. I don't think
Okay.
it's broken that you don't. Oh, let me not say that. That didn't sound good. I'm glad I thought about it. That was not gonna come out well. Help me, Holy Ghost. That was not.
Gonna be an issue. It was gonna be an after dark moment.
That was. Whoa. That was a U-turn. We had done a 180. I was like, no, 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 no,
Thank you, Lord.
no.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that.
So, is there
But
anything that you do now for Thanksgiving that you, or rather, okay, is there anything that you did as a kid or experienced as a kid during like Thanksgiving that you don't do now, like a tradition that you do not carry over?
mm, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's all the same. Literally. Now that you've said that, I'm trying to think.
Okay, so if you could do something differently, what would it be?
Thanksgiving, I probably wouldn't change it all. Christmas, I'm like you. I want to go. I have 3 boys. So I'm anticipating whenever they get married, and they have children. Girls are always closer to their like so everybody, the children and all of that. The relationships are different,
Hmm.
So girls are usually close to their moms and that kind of thing. So what I want to do for Christmas is start going away. And then before Christmas, so we would celebrate Christmas like at the beginning, maybe around the 15th, say, of December.
Hmm.
So when you come home, then everybody can go and be with whomever you need to be with, or even stay at home. Because for Christmas, me and my children didn't leave our house. I wanted to make sure my babies played with their toys and they didn't have to share because I don't like to share.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's a tradition I want to start. I don't know if there was anything I want to do different for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is I even change up how I cook for Christmas, but Thanksgiving is like a staple. It's like, I don't know, grits for breakfast in the South. It's necessary to do it this way.
I didn't have no grits today.
You didn't have.
Now I'm sad.
Oh, Why you?
I
You
feel
have
gypped. I feel cheated. I feel,
no. We don't want you to feel cheated. We need to get you some grits. We don't want you to feel cheated.
Mom. No. So
So,
Thanksgiving you would leave the same, but you would change Christmas to
that would be
travel.
kind. Yeah, that would be like tradition wise, but Thanksgiving for us, for me, and it's well. Let me say this: it kind of shifted on its own for me because on my dad's side of the family, it was 8 of them. So I had my dad and there were 7 aunts and uncles, and each one had at least 3 kids. So it was huge. Like we
Mhm.
didn't have, it wasn't necessarily cousins and whatever else coming over, like, like another, it was just that immediate my grandmother and her children and then her grandchildren. And the house and yard was filled. So I have 3 boys. And so if I do the same thing, it's a party of 4. It would have been 5 if I divorced my husband. That's a story for another time. But
Child.
it's a
Who
party of 4,
who hasn't divorced their husband?
right?
Who hasn't?
Yeah. And so it feels strange. And now like I said, I have 3 boys, and they're pretty big boys, 6'2", 6'5", 6'3". They pretty tall, pretty, and all of them play football, so they would eat a lot. Now everybody is health conscious. They worried about, so I don't know how to cook little, which is
Mhm.
another problem. My
Yeah.
baby's like, why are you buying all of that? Especially when it was just he and I. He would get mad because he'd be eating the same thing for like 5 days. Cause
Well,
so so Thanksgiving, I'm used to large, just
mhm.
everything being over the top. And that would be a change. I didn't make it. It just happened that I'm not the large gatherings. I would love to have them. It's just it didn't. I wanted 8 children. The Lord blessed me with 3. He knew what I could handle.
Oh Lord, I don't
I did.
even know.
I wanted a big family. I wanted 8, but that's what I grew up with.
I mean, yeah, there was 6 of us, so I'm used to big family, in that vein as well. But I also think that sometimes because I was used to big family, that I had no problem being alone. None of like sometimes it's because when you grow up with big family, it's like there's always somebody around. There's always something going on. It's like there's never just a quiet moment. Even when everybody go to sleep, it still ain't quiet. You know.
Right.
So for me, and it's just probably how I'm wired, I just looked for the quiet place, the peaceful. Like, no, I don't want to do. And I was never big on crowds anyway, which is kind of crazy coming from a big family. And then
Right.
both sides of my family, my mom and dad's side of the family are big as well. My dad's side is ridiculously big. Mommy's is like a nice average size big, but my
Mhm.
dad's like they go on forever. So no matter what, and I remember we used to go now we lived in the Bronx. My dad was family was mostly in Queens, and so was mom's. So we would get on the train, and if anybody knows about Queens and Far Rockaway, and I mean the end of Far Rockaway, you be on that train dressed up because you couldn't just go with some jeans and sneakers and whatnot. You had to go in your Sunday go to meeting clothes because it's the holiday. So you
Yeah.
trained for hours, and we lived in Co-op City, which is the upper side of the Bronx. So you're going for the very top of the Bronx to the very bottom of Queens and Far Rockaway, right? Beach Channel. Child, we on the trains for 3 hours at a time, just
Oh
getting from
wow.
and then going from house to house, on and off the trains and the buses. So your whole day is spent. You
No.
know,
Oh
it's just spent. And even when my dad got a car, it still seemed like it took us the same amount of time. It may not have been 3 hours. It might have been like an hour and a half, but it still felt like 3 hours. Still, all of
yeah.
that. So for me, it's like going from that big family setting, and even sometimes for those of us that can be a problem, that can be an adjustment, going from having that big family setting to now it's just you, or now it's just you and your family, because you're like, I don't know this is. I don't know how do you cook for one? What do? You know, where am I going? You know, I know mommy, I feel like she is very hard for her not to cook big because she's used to cooking for a whole bunch of people. So now, but I think she's adjusted. She's learning. So I had to like this year. I was like, "Mom, we're not doing all. We had to, like we doing 5 things." You know, she still did what she wanted to do, but it was okay. But it's okay. You know, but it's again just making those adjustments, and people don't realize during holidays is very transitional for many people. You know, going and emotionally, you don't even realize the difference that you know. It's like I'm really by myself. Like what? Like okay,
it was depressing for me. It was really, and sometimes it still is. I'm like, and not even so much for me. I just didn't want I feel like my kids missed out on the kind of childhood that I had with everybody being around. And it's not that, how can I say it? They're just not here. Like everybody, I think my dad it's only 3 of them living now. My mom on my mom's side, my aunt passed, my grandmother, my grandfather, like they're just not here. And so I just, while they're good with Thanksgiving, what I envision Thanksgiving to be as far as family looks nothing like this. And it makes it, and again, it's a hard, it's like my baby been asking, Mom, we're gonna put the Christmas tree up, we're gonna put the Christmas tree up. Because we do that at Thanksgiving. I don't know why people bypass. You go straight from Halloween to Christmas.
I don't know that the disrespect is deep. It really is deep. It's not necessary.
Yeah. So it's just I'm having to accept the fact that my children aren't missing anything because what they have now doesn't look like what I had. And I'm accepting the fact that there's nothing wrong with what I have as an adult versus what I experienced as a child. That was because that was all I knew. So this was it was a hard transition. It was a hard shift for me.
Yeah,
like, so I wanted 8 kids. I wanted 8 kids, 8 children, and I knew I was gonna have them. When I was gonna start stair stepping, like I had a plan, and then the Lord laughed.
Jesus. Yeah, well, I didn't have no plan. That was not at all I think I wanted 4 kids because my mother had 4 kids. Crazy thing is, I'm gonna tell on myself. I wanted 4 kids and I wanted no husband. And I remember she looked at me like I had lost my whole mind one day.
Oh, okay. Well, no,
I wanted 4 kids and I didn't want a husband. She was like, "What?" And she thought I was kidding. So she asked me again. She was like, "What?" And I meant that thing. I did. I honestly meant it. But it was during a time where my parents were going through their divorce. So, you know, things were cohesive in the house. And I would remember how the tension would, you know, be present when my dad would come by. You know, it's just because it's the transition they were going through. And so for me, I was like, yeah, I want 4 kids. I don't want a husband because the husbands are a problem, you know. And she...
Let me raise my hand. They are the ones
I chose. Listen, I was so serious, and I think I was maybe like 9 or 11. I was no more than 11, but I had made up in my mind because I remember what it felt like when it was just us, and we were just. But again, I was like, and I love my dad. Like I'm a daddy's girl as well as I'm a mommy's girl, but it was like because of what was happening at that time, and you know, just young, not being aware and whatnot. So I was like, nope, I just want 4 kids. Because I loved the atmosphere that I had with my brothers and my sisters, you know, and with mom. And then, like I said, the tension that would rise because of what they were going through when they were in each other's presence, it just made it real uncomfortable. And so in my mind, that registered into, you know, men are a problem. Like, you know, so I don't want them. I just want kids. You know what I mean?
I know we're talking about Thanksgiving, but since you said that, I'm like, now
about whatever.
I don't know if it was because you were, because I'm like, sir, let me say this. Let me take accountability. I do believe my picker is off,
Hmm.
but like I something's got to give. What is it with the men pool? I guess they probably saying the same thing about us. Or with the let me say this. What is it about what is the problem with the husbands we've had?
Well, you got to get to the man pool to get to the husband. So
Well, yeah.
you talking right. And
Yeah. I was like, oh, my picker has got to be off. Like Peter picked the pickle peppers. My picker.
I don't think that's the same. No, I don't think
Well, he said he picked. How many did he pick? I picked one. And I
listen,
said,
I believe mine was broken too. I think I fixed it now though. I'm
I
sure
believe you fixed it. I think it's fixed. I am 110% sure it's fixed. It's fixed.
I think I
It's
don't
fixed.
know.
It's fixed.
I
I'm
don't know
telling you,
if
it's fixed.
my picker is fixed or if I just learned how to say yes to the right things. Which I guess is that my picker is fixed, right?
Your picker's fixed. It's fixed.
We ain't making them mistakes no more. I think I'm good now. I think
Yeah, good. You can retire your picker.
you know what? I can click it right off. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I can toss it, let it fall off
Or,
like
or what you can do for those of us who still when we might have picker envy,
okay,
you
picker
can
envy.
use help us to recalibrate,
Okay,
yeah, recalibrate. Because I'm a firm believer. The only constant in the relationships I've been in is me.
that is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
it's me. I'm the constant.
I
Um,
realized for me, I had to get out of the rescuer mentality. I did
yeah,
because we are nurturers. I think I took my natural nurturing abilities to the maximum. So it's like finding the worst, most decrepit dog in the
I was
town.
just gonna say. So you bring home. You like to bring home stray dogs.
I think I did. I think I did. Like, and it's like I can love you back to life. I can do it. You know. And I didn't really you know what? Nope, I ain't gonna tell that lie. Because I was gonna say I didn't really realize that, but I think I did. I think I did because I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. Because there's value in everyone, you know. And I just felt like, well, you
Hmm.
just don't see the beauty in yourself, and I can help you find it, And God is like, no, go sit down, And I'm like, but no, he just needs a little love, Lord. Just need a little polish, just needs a
Right.
little exposure, just needs a little. And like, no, God is telling you no. Like, how are you telling God no, and He's telling you no? Like, who does that? I did, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've had some interesting things, and knowing really that the person that I was dealing with at that time really didn't have the capacity for me. So
No.
I have the capacity for you, but you don't have the capacity for me. And also, I didn't want to be challenged. So, like dealing with or dating someone who was either, and I'm going to say, in this way, and it's not everyone. It's not that I've ever dated because people get offended. I'm like, listen, if you take it
Shoe
personally,
don't fit, don't wear it.
right, it ain't my problem, but I'm gonna speak the truth. But it was the thing of, I know you don't have the capacity for me, and I said this actually on a platform that I was on once. I said I know I was dating down, and I did it intentionally because I felt like you are not in a place. You can't tell me what to do because I've achieved more than you have. I've done more than you have. I like, how you gonna tell me how to manage my life? You still trying to figure yours out. It's a respecting. Like, I would wait for you to challenge me and try to tell, like, I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to respect you. I don't have to do this, because you still struggling. Like, I'm
Right.
I'm
I'm,
helping
I'm,
you.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
and and that was in my that I own up to that was my mindset. And again, it's not everybody. That was a point in my life where that's where I was at, and I like purposely because I could let you go and walk away and lose nothing because you weren't really adding anything.
Right.
You know, I'm not at a loss. Like you're gonna feel it because I'm the
Right.
one giving all that. But then dealing with men who were on my level or above that challenges you or challenge me or will challenge you, or dealing with men and women will challenge you to better. And I
Mhm.
realized I didn't want to be challenged to better because I didn't want nobody to call me on my stuff.
Right.
I wanted to stay where I was at, you know, and that's the truth, you know. But I got over that. You know, I did. I came out of that because I got tired of the low hanging fruit. I told you, sis, that low level basic was not where like
Oh, baby, when basic has levels, we have Houston, we have a problem. Yeah.
and I you know, I'm not saying somebody might consider me their low level basic. That's I mean I doubt it, but I'm just saying, but it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
You know, because I know the quality that I am, and this is not disrespect to anyone, honestly. So let's just say that, you know, but just it's honest conversation of where I was and my mentality, you know, and being with someone who is in a less than whole, I put it that way, say it a little nicer for those who are sensitive, less than whole position,
Mm-hmm.
um, it enables you, it gives you the upper hand, you
Right.
know. And for me at that time, that's what it was. Like you, bro, you can't check me on nothing.
That's
Like you live with your mama. What you talking about?
ooh,
You know, like you struggling, and you're not living with her because she's sick. You're not living with her because something happened. Like you living
right.
with her because you never left.
Oh, not the never left.
It's the yeah. Like you
So you
to
you you never got to be the prodigal son? You
the
never took your stuff and squandered and then had to come back. You just
only leaving you did was to go to the store. It came back. Like that's the
and
only
return. Like you didn't go get the milk and not come back. You came back.
every time with
Yeah, no.
the milk and the change.
And yeah, no.
But you have to learn to, you know, I really I got tired of that cycle because I was like, I don't want to do this no more. This does not work. And I had to face myself and be like, you know, Dawn, you really got to come out of this bucket. This is not, and you are wasting your time and your oil on someone or something that's never going to produce what you need. Not that they're not going to put, you're good for someone, you're just not good for me, you
Right.
know. And again, it's not so you don't have it's just we are not good for each other,
Right.
you know. And once I came out of that, because men or women who are intimidated by who you are and all that you are will never help you get where you're going.
Oh
It's always
no.
going to be a struggle because they will always make a situation about them
Right.
instead of boosting you on. Like, do you not understand that you're with me?
Right. Because it's not even a you or them, it's a us.
That part.
Yeah,
That
it's
part.
a us. It's like it feels like perpetual incompatibility. Like on everything and every level. And a lot of what I found in dating for me with guys, it always felt like let me start with me. I'm the girl. When my mom and dad got divorced, I was in elementary school. So I grew up basically with a single mom for majority of my life, my formative years. So I'm used to getting it done. I want you, but I don't need you. And I'm firm on that. Not in what I say, but in how I move. I have a tendency, or had, thank you. I had a tendency to negate you in my movements. I didn't consider you. And it wasn't even that I didn't want to. You just never even crossed my mind because I was so used to,
Just to
and
doing me.
yeah, and men have to be, they're providers. And if you don't let them, it wasn't that I didn't want you to provide, um, but I didn't need you to. And let me say this, not that they wouldn't, but I also, you'll never hold nothing over my head. You'll
That part.
never come back and tell me what you did for me and how I needed you. Of course, that was the wrong approach, but that's how I'm functioning. I'm like, oh, if I can't get it done, I don't need it, and I don't like to wait. Meaning, I'm one of those people, which is this is not conducive for relationships either. I want it, and I want it when I want it, how I want it, like I want it, and I want it now. And if any of those things are not in place, then I don't want it at all. I don't care if tomorrow you can check all the boxes, but you don't check the now. I don't want it.
See,
I
now
don't
my
want it.
thing on that part is okay. I could deal with that if you can't do it for me now, but don't be mad when I do it for me now.
Yeah, I
Like,
see, and I don't. Mm-mm.
like, okay, you can't do it. All right, I will. Okay. I don't look at you no differently. It's just because I too very much have been of that mindset. I'm reformed a bit now. I've
Yeah,
learned patience,
I'm learning.
but you got to be with the right person to navigate that. It's
Right.
like, oh, okay.
And well, so what happened with me? I ended up being in a relationship with someone. I realized my problem was people didn't necessarily pay attention to me, which also meant I didn't really pay attention to people, because I didn't pick that up until I got with this particular guy, and he would just listen to the stuff I said, and then the next thing you know, everything I thought, everything I mentioned, here it is. And I was like, huh. And I was like, well, when did you? Oh, we were just talking, and you said so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so, and I could just tell by the way you said that really meant something to meant a lot to you. So I wanted to, and that's when I realized, oh, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that you weren't even paying attention to me.
Hmm.
So I don't even think that's your fault. I can't fault you. It's almost like if you're failing a test and I don't catch that you don't understand the formula when I'm giving it to you,
Right.
then that's on me because I have to teach you. I believe everybody is responsible for teaching the other person who they are at their core. And apparently I didn't do a good job because I didn't recognize that you didn't recognize me.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that one relationship fixed that for me. And then the Lord won't let me go outside.
You
I want to go.
you gonna get back outside, sis. You gonna get back outside. Remember, remember, there's nothing outside. There's nothing outside right now, so
But
that's
at
okay.
least let me go see. I want to be able to. I want to walk outside and say,
No, you know
nothing
what?
out here."
You know what problem I'm having with you with wanting to go outside?
Uh
Because
uh.
I remember a time when I wanted to go outside.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just said I wanted to go outside and see. There's nothing out here. What did you want to go outside and do?
I I
I,
want I wanted to go outside and play.
see, no, I just want to go outside and see. See what I'm saying? There's a difference.
I wanted to go
I just
see.
want to go see.
I wanted to go see what there was to play with outside.
No, 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 no. You said it right the first time you wanted to go play.
I
I
did,
just want to go see. I want to go watch. I just
but
want to go watch.
you gotta go see what's outside to play with. First, I can't just go outside and just randomly start playing like that. That's not how it
No,
works.
but I'm just saying, but you had a goal. I just want to go. I want to go outside. I want to go outside. I want to.
No,
I want to go out. I feel like I'm throwing a fit down in my innermost part. I just want. I feel the kid in me on my back, kicking my legs. I want to go outside. And
well,
believe me, it's not for lack of trying.
I mean, you maybe you can go out on the porch. I don't know. I mean, well, look, I didn't get to go outside either. So at the end of the day, I didn't get to go outside.
Oh no.
I mean, I took a walk once or twice,
Three
but
times? Because the count kept going up at once to twice.
I was being honest, right? Well,
I
once
just thought it
it,
was like three, going for three. Three. Do I hear three? Do I hear three? Do I hear three? I hear three.
mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm. I didn't get to
okay.
three. I didn't get to three. I stopped at twice. That was it.
Why? Por, pourquoi? Porque.
Because
Uh-huh. Let me lean in. You know how they say in church, lean in. I'm leaning in. What you say?
because I had to come back inside.
Oh. Huh.
Because
You
it
had to
wasn't
gather
time.
your toys. You had to gather your toys.
Some of them, some toys I had to leave outside, but I did. I gathered my toys and come back inside.
Those toys you shouldn't have been playing with.
You're right. You're right. And so I took them outside. See, people don't go outside. Look, don't take all your stuff outside when you go outside. Leave the stuff outside you're not supposed to be playing with. The stuff you're not supposed to be touching. And now I don't have to go outside. I don't have to go outside. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
You good where you at? Yeah, don't go outside.
Yes, it was preserving me for where I'm at.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful place.
it is.
It is a beautiful place. It's a
You
beautiful place.
know, my favorite letter of the alphabet is R.
You are so annoying. You're so annoying. Y'all pray for my sister, okay? She's a troublemaker, and I love her, and I concur. I concur.
I just want to say that.
I do concur, and it is absolutely
R.
well after D, because D is but
Yeah, I like R. Rich.
R is a good letter.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
Mhm.
it. We just appreciate our favorite letter being R.
Okay, we appreciate it. The
Yes.
letter
R.
R.
Yes. I don't even know how we got here. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that today. We're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Contented, I mean, again, you go through things so that you learn better.
You
You
do.
learn how to patiently wait. But I have to say, I really appreciate the work that I would say God has allowed me to do with myself in
Right.
getting through all of the things, so that you're not showing it, because we're all going to show up with baggage, but
Right.
now in relationship you can show up with the baggage that you actually need, because you are going to need some things in your bag. You are going to need some tools in your bag. You're going to need some things to get you through your relationship, through your next relationship, through your current relationship. So all baggage isn't bad. Baggage is not necessarily
No.
it's a bad thing. You need some tools, and you need to be equipped for it. So I'm grateful, and the difference that it makes when you are with someone who you both want the same things, even if, or rather, you're both willing to do the same work. You know,
Right.
um,
Right. Right.
Patience was not something that I think I did well, and I always forget which one I don't have: patience or tolerance. I forget which one. I think it's patience. Tolerance I have. I think it's patience, but I'm learning patience. You have to learn how to pause, to be willing to hear what the other person is saying. Like I heard. I think it was the other day, we were talking about in conversation and in communication, we listen, don't listen to respond, listen to understand.
Right.
And when you finally get with someone or meet someone that you want to understand, I think that is a beautiful place, for you to begin a beautiful relationship, because it's like,
Right.
I want to understand you. I want to learn you. And when that person wants to teach you, like you were saying, when a person wants to teach you who they are, I'm learning to appreciate that. And that's something that I didn't really realize before, the importance of that. Although we're learning each other day by day, but you think you're learning each other by going on dates and by different, no, it's not always that. Yes, you
It's
have to spend,
unpacking that's what unpacking your baggage is.
right.
Literally letting somebody in to see the unfoldedness of your your soul, the clutter of your life, um, the the disrepair of your past, because it makes you who you are. I function in the spaces that I function in the way I function, because of how I've walked, where I've walked, and when I've walked. And that's how it is. It's not just you should take. I believe we miss the opportunity to take our life to our relationships. When you look at people going to jobs or schools or whatever, you take all of your experience, good, bad, or indifferent. You put the best parts down on the resume, and you get the job you want. And while you're there, you learn all you can because you're looking for promotion, you're looking for better. And I
Mhm.
feel like if we would approach relationships the same way, that we would be better for it.
Mhm. Mhm. And I think also with that, one of the differences or the caveat to that is on your resume, we tend to put what our strengths are, what our qualifications are. We put down what skill sets we have that we can attribute to this position. But in the relationship, you also need to be able to come and be honest, just as honest with your deficits. These are my weak
Right.
areas.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Because on the job, you have to work through those. And in relationships, they just don't exist.
but on the job, we
They
don't we
don't.
don't tell anybody what our weakness is. They find out.
No,
They find
you work
out
through
like,
them.
you did this. You great when you do this, you may do that, but you may be bad. You may be poor time management. When you show up, you are stellar,
Yeah.
but you don't know. You
But
don't
if you're
manage
gonna
your
keep your
time.
job, but if you're gonna keep your job, what are you gonna do?
You
You're gonna
gonna
fix that.
right.
You're gonna fix it.
And so we don't put that out there.
And
But in relationships, I think it's a beautiful thing when we can come to the table because I'm straight up like, listen, I need you to know, I don't need you to love me through my good spaces. Like, I don't need you to do that, because those are not the things that are going to cause friction in the relationship. I need to
right,
tell you my areas of struggle because those are the
right,
things that are going to affect this relationship.
right.
Those are the things that I'm going to need you to kind of work with me through it, walk me through it, and whatnot. And I was thinking about this. This is a good thing. I'm gonna ask you this question because I think this is good because I have been pondering this.
Mhm.
Um, do you think it's necessary for us to share? I want to say like about our past relationships and things. Because at a certain point, I think for me, I'm at a point in my life where in relationship, like I don't want to keep talking about the past. Like I don't want to keep talking. Like I'm over it. We're through it. If something comes up that triggers something that happened in my past, I want to talk about what my trigger is. What is this that's happening that I'm experiencing? But I don't want to talk about the past thing that may have caused for what caused it to happen. Like I don't want to go that far back because it's irrelevant. Because
Right.
we're here now. You know,
Yeah,
like
I don't think you should have to. Let me say this: I wouldn't. One, because I should not be in that space, and I don't want you to handle me because you see me through the lens of that space, whatever that
right,
space was. Even if I'm still struggling, my coming out looks like you being where you are and calling me to you, pulling me to you, pulling me up, not coming to where I am and coddling me and my emotions and my feelings because I'm triggered by something that happened back then.
right, because we're not there no more.
We're not
Because
there.
my
And
thing is,
even if in our mental, if we're there, whoever that was, what If it was, this is no longer just saying this is not 2023. This is not I don't know, Joseph. Like we're not there. And if the person you are with is living in a there and not here, then they are not with you. So now that person needs to make the decision to either stay or leave. But everybody should be here. And so if I'm constantly talking about my there, then I'm still there.
Right.
And the problem with that is if you are my next and you come to where I am, then you don't facilitate me moving out of that space. You actually kind of help me to stay there. You caught on my feelings. Oh, I understand you went through this. No, get up, get over it. Like I said the other day in prayer, mourn it and move on. We can't change it. You can't go back and fix it. There is no such thing as a redo. What you do have is restoration. What you do have is rejuvenation. What you do have is reactivation. All of this RE means again. That's done. And I don't care, even if it's something as harsh, what violence, death, whatever it is, it's done. You cannot go back. And if it happened on the 13th, you can't go to the 12th and make the 13th something different.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. So I don't think we should necessarily go back to talk about something that we cannot change.
Right. And I wasn't even there. I wasn't there.
And we get stuck because you want to fix. We try to fix the situation we were in by making sure we don't get into another situation when what we need to fix is us. How we view it, what we take from it, how we move forward. We get stuck in wanting to fix us in the lens of that relationship. What did I do? You might not have done anything. That dude might have just been crazy. That chick might have just been off her rocker. He might have been suffering from something, and he move on. And so if I'm here with you, I'm with you. Let's rock out.
And why would you want to redo the thing that broke you to begin with? I'm like, when I hear that, I'm like, no, you can't. We can't pick up where we left off. You know,
the word fix. What do you think?
Well, I'm thinking a lot of things. I don't want to.
No, I'm just saying in general. If I say fix this, what do? You, if it's my phone and I say fix my phone, you want to pick it up and try to put it back together. So in your mind, when you hear psychologically, although you don't articulate it that way, but when you hear, we are conditioned when you hear fix, it implies something broken. And if it is broken, then you need to put it back. And that's the problem. And at least that's the way I see it. Psychologically, that's the way I see it. It's how we internalize, oh, it broke me. No, I'm not broke. I'm whole. I've experienced some things that I did not like. And it has shifted my view, but I'm not broken.
Right.
There are some things now that my life walk has taught me, but I'm not broke. I might be hurt.
Right.
And I can heal from hurt. But I don't need you to fix me because I'm not broke. And you will hear that a lot. Oh, in your place of brokenness, I'm not broke. I might be hurt. And I need to heal from the hurt.
Right.
But I'm still intact.
All of me.
All of me.
I feel like we don't lose anything that we can't afford to lose. You know, how some things fall off of us is a different story, because sometimes the things that fall off of us that hurt us are usually things that, for us, because we're believers, that God has already told us to let go, or things that we already knew were not good for us, but we continue to carry. And so the weight of the breaking off of that is what's now hurting. But it didn't have to hurt if we, first of all, would have never picked it up, or if we would have put it down when we were told to, if we would have detached, at the time where we had the upper hand to do so, as opposed to, because it's different when you give something up versus when it's taken from you. So, it affects you differently.
Right.
But I just think that we're at a point in life right now. Like I said, I know for me, and thank you for that, I've been thinking about that for a minute. I'm like, I don't really want to know. It doesn't really want to matter. It doesn't really matter to me at this point in life. I know we all come with some things, I know we do. And that's fine. I want to know what you come with so that we are able to move forward together in that. I'm able to partner with you in those things that you may still be struggling with. And it's okay. It doesn't change my view of you. No. It doesn't change how I feel about you. I thank you for being honest. I thank you for being upfront. I thank you for that. And I want to be able to do the same. Say, this is what I come with. You may see all the good things I come with, but then you get to experience the bad things. You know what I'm saying?
And when you say struggle with, we go back to hurt. What we don't struggle with is body count. I don't need to know your body count. What I need to know is if you have anything from your enormous body count.
Right, like if we good, you good. Okay, that helps.
Like I need to know those things.
We straight. Yeah. Because what we not gonna do going forward is that this is the final body count. This is it. Right. This is when the season. Right, so ain't gonna be no need for no checking and all that other stuff. We ain't got to do all of that anymore, because we are here now, but this has been good and it's been great. It's been a good Thanksgiving. I hope those who have tuned in have been encouraged a little bit. Again, we didn't have no preset anything. We just wanted to make ourselves available to have conversation on tonight for all of us. Some may have been, like I said, by yourselves. Some may have been with family and you're sick of them now. You just needed a minute, something else to break up to not there. I don't know why I'm getting such joy out of saying that. Just sick of family. You don't want them no more. And Thursday nights, you never know how things are going to turn out in turn. But I do want to thank Riche for coming on tonight. It's been a minute, y'all. She's been busy and working, but I had to take advantage of the moment if she was free to come and join us on tonight. Don't worry, you'll still see her. She'll be back. So in our closing, sis, what do you want to tell the good people before we wrap this up tonight?
Live life like you love it.
That's good.
Live life like you love it. That's just it. You get what you give. Believe it or not, if it's reciprocity, if it's sowing, if it's reaping what you sow, live life like you love it. Why? Because you only get one. Don't live with regrets. Leap. Take the opportunity to do something different and become.
Amen. Amen. Live life like you love it. I would just tell you, listen, y'all, be encouraged. Keep your head up. Do what you need to do to make it through the day, because tomorrow is always another opportunity. We are in uncomfortable spaces, but that does not mean we are defeated. That just means it's a chance for us to grow through it and keep going through it. So I do want to take the time. We want to take the time to, again, wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for watching the replay. Just thank you. I promise you, December is going to be good. It's going to be a different kind of month as we wrap up the year. But 2026 is on the rise. I only have like 3 more weeks to be toxic, y'all. So I'm not really sure what side of me you're going to get in December, but you're going to get me. 2026, I'm turning over my toxic leaf. 2025, I said I was going to be toxic. I'm going to be a different kind of toxic. It's just different kind. We're going to bring toxic down, and, we're going to shift a little bit. But, I'm, like I told y'all before, I'm the toxic, like in the flu shot, the part of the flu that gets into the virus to help you build up your immune system to the virus itself. That's what we come to do. We come to help give you some tools and things to help build you up from the inside, from the things that's trying to get you on the outside. That's it. That's all I'm trying to, that's all I am. I am healthy toxic. That's what I am. We want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Happy birthday to you again, Auntie Bravo. We love you so
Birthday.
much. Thank you. Lily, your day is tomorrow, but we are wishing you a happy birthday tonight. And speaking of tomorrow, guess what, y'all? You can tune in over on the Sheila Ingram Ministries Network, right across the street, because I will be there at 12:30. And I believe this young lady right here across from me, she will be there with me tomorrow, and we'll be sharing a good word, taking a walk through the Word of God. We come over there, we have some spirituality with Elder Dawn B and my sis, Prophetess Risha Epps on tomorrow. And we're going to give you some encouragement through word, through song, through prayer. We don't know what God is going to do, but we're going to show up across the street. So just like we serve you over here, we want to give you good things over there. So if you're not doing anything, if you're off, come on over and get some encouragement. Come on over and get a good word, a good song. I promise you, we will have something for you. Moreover, God will have something for you. Sometimes you don't need to be preached to. Sometimes you just need a word of encouragement and hope to keep you going. So happy Thanksgiving. Have a great night. And we will see you tomorrow. And if we don't, we'll see you next Thursday. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.